Now for something a little different. My name is David Christie, and I too am a survivor of ex-gay therapies. While still in my teens, I began seeking help for what I had been led to believe was an abnormal and sinful condition. From ages 15 to 28, that is for 13 years, I was almost constantly involved in some form of counseling or therapy designed to thwart my homosexual orientation. Never accepting that a homosexual identity was an option, and believing I would eventually be able to manage or even overcome my homosexual desires, I got married at the age of 21. When that fell apart 2.5 years later because of my sexual indiscretions, I became profoundly committed to ridding myself of homosexuality, so much so that I remained totally celibate for the next 4 years. While still married, I discovered Exodus, whose like-minded associates and organized programming gave me hope. For 5 years, I attended weekly support group meetings in one of their affiliated programs through a local church. I attended 4 annual Exodus conferences in various locations across the country, and even lived for 1 year within an ex-gay residential program known as Love in Action. All of this required a drastically altered lifestyle. I had to move. I had to change churches. I had to change friends. I dropped out of a promising graduate school career and took on a dead-end office job in order to minimize conflicts with my ceaseless schedule of therapy, support groups, and related events. Hoping to truly purge myself of homosexuality, I threw out old letters and photographs, books and music, things I loved but which I had come to believe were negative influences. Throughout all of this, I constantly battled feelings of worthlessness, self-hatred, and guilt. The doctrine of God's unconditional love was useless to repair the damage done by the doctrine of homosexual sin. This led to a chronic depression for which I had to take costly medications from my late teens until I finally came out at the age of 28. On a few occasions, in panicked despair, I seriously contemplated suicide. When I was at Love in Action, the residential program, I once became mutually infatuated with another client. Of course, this development clashed with the program's teachings, cultivating even deeper disgust with myself. To add injury to insult, I was later even beaten by a staff member who lost control of his temper. Although he and the organization apologized, the physical, mental, and emotional damage was done. It has been said that living well is the best revenge, and since coming out 9 years ago, this has been my strategy. Since that time, I have moved to New York and gone back to school. I have new friends and reconnected with some I had lost. I have a wonderful partner of 7 years now. And to my great satisfaction, I am friends once again with my ex-wife, who herself is now happily remarried and recently become a mother. I no longer have need of antidepressants. I now value, respect, and trust myself in a way that is common to straight people, yet a way that as an ex-gay I never could. I am at peace with myself in a way that I couldn't be as an ex-gay. But many are not so lucky, and even I have deep scars. Every day I feel the burdens of regret and grief. I grieve for my own years of anguish, but also for the confusion and pain I caused my wife, my family, and my friends. And sure, I spent a lot of money in the process, but what I want back more than anything is the time and energy I put into it. At graduate school now, my peers are a decade younger than me, and hardly a day goes by that I don't wonder, where would I be now if not for my ex-gay detour? Where might I be professionally? How much more financially stable would I be? How much more accomplished? How much more confident? I realize these questions could poison my progress, but nonetheless they arise naturally, and I must wrestle with them all the time. I even credit my ex-gay experience with contributing to the self-awareness that led to where I am today. But I maintain that no one should have to go through such hell to get to such a place. Now, we wish to share with Love in Action some of our experiences, our stories, and as Brandon mentioned earlier, we've had these collages created that share different aspects of our stories, and now we're going to try to give these as gifts to the staff at Love in Action, so they'll be aware of what happens to at least 2 of a whole class of people that leave here.
We'll walk these up to the building, and we'll be back in case there's any questions, but we thank all of you for being here today and for being such strong supporters of David.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Nervous energy.
It's our time in Love in Action. Okay. It's a memento for our event today.
Thank you, Brandon.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.